Hello and welcome to this very unnecessary stream. Um, I can't use the mouse and my phone is a bit loud, but that's the all the background music that I can get. Hopefully, it doesn't get copyrighted, and well, it shouldn't matter. I already tested the audio levels before going on in here. So what am I doing? Um, it feels a bit weird to stream this because I now have a Patreon and I have been saying that I want to buy things from this store, but also I'm doing this stream not thinking about that because this stream is not for that or asking what I should buy or whatever. It's about me wanting to do this stream for over 5 years, and now I finally feel like just doing it. And I have a bit of time. I don't know how much time, so I am just doing it. And well, what do I have here? I can't use my mouse, but you can see the things getting highlighted. And I'm using the tab to the tap to skip things. So, anyways, here you have the 50th anniversary of the lamb. We already know that. Can I get it to scroll? No, I clicked it. Shit. Okay, let's try again. Yeah, this thing is a bit slow. If I do this and then this, it works. Okay, the anniversary. Again, my mouse is over it and I can't do anything about it. I can't see the arrows. That's so lame. But anyways, let's continue. The studio album reissues, turn it on again, the hits. And that's the entire length of the promotion. So here we have Genesis, made in England, pocket t-shirt. Wayne and Wuthering pocket t-shirt. What does it mean, pocket t-shirt? Oh, that it has a pocket, just like my t-shirt right now. The Carpet Crawlers t-shirt with the design of the... Oh, it changes color. With the design of the single. Then we have the very expensive box set. The other version of the box set. This is for the CD and Blu-ray. Shrine Auditorium poster. Okay, view all. Okay, here we go. Oh no, where am I? I can't go up. Fuck. Okay, progressive since 1967. Okay, I am back here. Nice. Okay, yeah. Okay, this is the thing with this store. You have a cup for $35. Yeah, those are dollars. Oh, I was watching my old small talk, and in that video I said that I said euros when it was pound. Very fun. By the way, I'm checking also the stream thing, and nobody's watching, but it doesn't matter. I wanted to test if I can still stream something. A still reference. Let me do a still. Oh wait. Afterglow. No. Do I have another calling all stations thing? I'm mostly playing calling all stations B-sides because they don't have so much copyright. But I'm gonna play still. I mean, you know what I mean. The Gift by Tony Banks. It sounds kind of low. But anyways, look at this cap. No cap. Sheesh. Look at this mug. And this beanie. I mean, I usually see designs of things like this on those flea market stores or whatever made by Chinese people. You know what I mean? Very cheap stuff, and I don't know. I don't use caps or beanies. For some reason, my head gets very hot, and it doesn't hurt, but it gets way too hot, so I can't use it. But anyways, I will I wouldn't get this mug, but I drink a lot of coffee, so maybe the gift, the border. Tony Banks has some very good songs, actually. Um, well, we keep with the train auditorium stuff, and for some reason, beanies and caps with different colors, barely any difference. Who cares? Baseball tee. What does that mean? World Tour baseball tee. I don't know. I know nothing about baseball, so it feels weird to me. Then we have Goddess iPhone case. Yeah, I need to. There are many deep cuts here. I know I have seen posters for the live plays, but the Goddess logo, I don't really remember seeing this one. Even after all my investigations, I haven't seen it anywhere. Mm. This looks like a reversed image of the lamp cover, and the wind and wuthering on black background just feels wrong. They should do a full-on wind and wuthering T-shirt, editing the cover and everything to be like the full extent of the thing, and it will be very good to use. Actually, it will be a very good design. Um, but no, this is very low effort, even though it says made in the USA for some reason. I guess no one wants Chinese things. Made in the USA can mean many things. Like, my father has a Ford, and Rutherford. I'm just kidding. He has a Ford vehicle, and it's very plasticky and everything, and it's very obviously made with many Chinese parts, even though the design is clearly American. So I don't know if to trust this. Tour 1987. This looks cool. By the way, take into consideration that I am looking at a very small screen on OBS. Um, I have never liked this scrambled leather logo. I'm glad that Genesis dropped it as soon as they could. This other one looks like what does it look like? Like a chocolate bar or something? I don't know how to describe it. Like something food related. Look at this. The logo, the Genesis logo, like in an oval shape. I don't know. It looks wrong. So yes, I feel like I came here just to complain about these covers. I by the way, I my phone doesn't have a case. I don't really care for that. Someone gifted me a case of one of my favorite pets, and even though I love the gesture, I don't use covers at all. I hear the noise. But anyways, throw blanket. Is that I don't know what that is. You know, I can read English, but there are some things that I don't really know what they are. Baseball T-shirt. I mean, it's a T-shirt, but why baseball? That's the one that they used in baseball games. In movies, I don't get it. But um, throw blanket. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the small blanket for a towel or no throw blanket. It says. Oh, it's for sleeping, probably. Sleeping men. Well, who cares? Now we reach the LP section, and I went to a vinyl event. I'm checking the levels of the audio. I'm gonna reduce them. I feel like I'm speaking a bit too loud. I don't know, but who cares? The LPs here, compared to the prices I have seen here, are cheaper, by the way, except for the self-titled album, which is always like $10 here for some reason. It's like I feel like they sold way too much of those here. And I have found the Set in England ELP and the Duke Abacab. Abacab I also found a bit cheaper, but at the time I wasn't ready to buy it, and I I I hoped I wished that I would have bought it because I wasn't. Mm, I should have gotten a bag for my vinyls or something. The other day I was prepared for the vinyl event, and all I got was just an EP of Jess, so it was a bit disappointing. I expected lower prices, but they were higher. Very dumb, actually. Okay, I maybe will do a video talking about this, about my experiences, but I will just spill the beans here. I actually have a Lamb Lies Down on Broadway vinyl signed by Steve Hackett. You probably already knew that. But the thing is that one I got for free. And there is a whole plot about that I will tell in another video if I remember. I actually forgot. So that's very funny. The stream's current bitrate is higher than the recommended. What does that mean? I am not moving anything. Anyways, let's continue. Avagam Duke. The the self-titled album. Well, We Can Dance, I probably can get it for cheaper over here, but I haven't seen it at all. And the same goes for Calling All Stations, but this one is even rarer. And I find it odd that when I tried to buy it on this page a few years ago or a year ago, before the Patreon thing, and it was all but gone, no stock at all. So that's very interesting. It was very interesting to see that people buy this album all the time. That's the thing that I was trying to say. I got distracted. I read a WhatsApp message. Um, Foxtrot Hoodie, that's just the picture of the band with the Genesis logo. I don't know if this was a press release, but I don't know. I'm not sure because after that there is a blog letter t-shirt. So probably these were the signs for the t-shirt with the band. And again, I don't really like stamps on my shirts. Especially if they are done badly. I would rather have the design imprinted on the um, material, you know. We Can Dance mug. That looks a bit weird, but okay. Blog letter mug, Foxtrot mug, Abacab mug. Turn again, the Hits 2 LP 35. I want to talk about a little bit about this one. The Hits was released. Like Genesis decided to. I don't know what they are doing. It's pretty interesting because they did the Last Domino tour. They released something for that. They did the BBC archive release, and they released the Lamb thing recently, but they also did the Turn It On Again re-release, the first time in vinyl, and this one it's pretty interesting because they in 2000 this was a 2000 release. In 2007 they released like a more complete version of that, and it's a better release than this one. I have that one, by the way. But then Genesis started reducing the price, and it feels like a budget release in that sense that the price kept going down. It's it's cheaper than other albums on CD and vinyl on this page. Well, next up, um, The Lamb Lies Down on Broadway 12 by 12 poster. $5. That's nice. I have the album and I want to hang it on my wall. I saw, I think that the 8-bit guy showed this thing for placing vinyls on the wall, and they look so good. I would like to have those, and I haven't bought them yet. I'm expecting to see them somewhere and just buy them. I don't know. I'm pretty old fashioned in that way. I like to buy it when I see it physically. I'm not one that buys online much, really. I'm back again on the top. Yeah, it shouldn't be that hard. It should refresh the entire page in its entirety, right? Tonight, laser edge wine glass. That's kind of interesting. Watch your outline for a beer mug. You know, that would have been a very good thing to have. I'm making a video about beer. I don't drink, but I wanted to make a video about beer for some reason. And I found it, I wrote it, I found it funny. Um, well, I'm gonna spill the beans again. It's a small talk episode based on a YouTuber that drinks beer, so that's the thing. But that YouTuber drinks beer from a bottle. You probably already know who I'm referring to. And I already did one based on Classic Game Room, and it would have been nice to have a beer mug based on Genesis. Anyways, here we have BBC broadcasts. I decided to not buy this release. One thing is the price, but it's not as high as the Lamb thing. And even though it has Calling All Stations live songs released for the first time, no, it's not actually the first time. They were extras on the singles for Calling All Stations, but after so many years to have another thing related to Calling All Stations, it feels surreal. And apparently, those audio releases of that period were new. Apparently, they weren't available anywhere. Officially, not on the internet, maybe, but not at this quality. So that's interesting. But the problem is that it was printed in a weird way, where they put Peter Gabriel in the 80s in, and the CDs are badly labeled. There are some mistakes in names and numbers. Par for the course with Genesis, I guess. In the small talk video, I criticized Genesis for having a patch be so expensive, and it's still expensive, and it got uglier. So that's interesting. Well, where am I? Okay. Yeah, this is a good poster. If it's of good quality, this looks pretty nice. Genesis with the jumbled letters. No, thank you. BBC broadcast sweatshirt and T-shirt. Yeah, I like that. It has the logo, and the logo for the BBC broadcast is also good. So I'm just sad that they failed at putting the numbers and names on the thing. But the logo is nice. The cover is nice. The listing of the songs is nice also. So okay, I don't use black t-shirts. Back in the day, I did use them a lot. Um, but this is a good design. Yeah. Are you ready for Christmas? Buy yourself a Christmas Genesis ball. I don't really get the point of that. One of the things about Christmas is that people don't call it Christmas anymore. No, I'm just kidding. Is that one of the things about Christmas is that the Christmas ornaments are fun to create by yourself. And I feel like this one looks so cheap, and a sticker pasted on. in the ball and nothing else. It looks cheap. Sorry, it looks like a sticker on the image at least. Um, I would like to make my own. What's the name of the Genesis song? Um, and I need a place to call my own. No, no. I would like to make my own ornaments of Genesis, but I don't know if I will do it. I'm way too lazy right now to do home stuff. In fact, I need to. Um, my bed is destroyed. I was changing sheets of double glazing to keep outside the cold, and well, it's not very cold anymore here in Chile, but my bed is destroyed and I need to put the sheets, you know. But anyways, do you want a magnet for $12? I don't know. Hmm. Hopefully they look nice, you know. But I won't get it. I would like to have a like at this point Genesis should just release a magnet set with the things. That's it. It will be very nice actually. It will make people buy these things. The 15th albums on a magnet set. And if you're not happy with that and you want the live albums, you have another magnet set with the live albums for a cheaper price because they are less live albums. Then, if you want to get crazy, you make singles for every. No, that will be way too much effort. But that's an effort that they should make, I believe. So, I'm giving you ideas, Genesis. Red Day on Blue Street. Okay. Um, I don't like much how this looks. This looks like it got cut or something. I think that we're back to the glassware. When in Rome, this looks like the DVD cover. Um, this poster. I once did a design like this. I once took the Lamb Lies Down on Broadway cover and placed the logo down here. And I thought, this looks nice. That was in 2017, I think. But then I tried to move rail, and it wasn't that nice. Okay. I truly fear the copyright, by the way. Icons magnet. This is just a magnet for every icon that you wish to have in your fridge as a magnet. Mad Hatter magnets. I don't know, dude. Oh, the names. Names 25 OC beer mug. Banks, Collins, Gabriel, Hackett, and Rutherford. Dot. Yeah, I don't know what to make of that. I don't understand it. It feels very American to have the names, to the last names, and place them with and, ampersand, ampersand, dots. Like, we mean business if we have those names. But maybe they should just do a list of all the members of the band. But no, probably no. Probably don't. Or the full names. I don't know. People always call them by the full names. It feels weird to have a last name Gabriel when in South America Gabriel is like a normal. It's a name. Well, tricky characters. I like that name for this shirt. Tricky characters. And this one is good actually. I like this both shirts actually. This one not much. But the trick of the tail with the color and everything, I mean, I will get this one. And I already have this one by Genetics. But I will get this one as well. But as usual, no size. No, I'm just kidding. Oh my god, the saxophonist is going crazy over there. with the Red Day on Blue Street thing. Well, it's actually not a saxophone. It's a keyboard sample, as far as I know. It sounds good. Um, the mug, yeah, the mugs. I will probably get the lamp mug because the mug is already white, and since they are not going on the effort of tinting the entire thing the color of the album, I will get every album that's white. That's the same thing that I did with the Wii U introduction video. Um, I took all covers that were white and started Mario Tennis Ultra Smash with the white background and replaced that with the Genesis white um, covers. I actually want to make a remake of that, by the way, and to add more covers, black covers like Calling All Stations and Mama. I mean, self-titled. I mean Genesis. I mean Genesis Live, Seconds Out also fits that category. What other black covers are in Genesis? No, that's it actually. But the thing is that if the mug is white, just do the entire catalog of albums that are white, like The Lamb, Duke, um, Invisible Touch, and is that all? Three Sides Live, probably. Well, women. Um, that's a question that doesn't need your answer. Actually, I'm just kidding. Um, vintage. No, wait. Hair logo. Wait, what happened to the name? It was Goddess T-shirt, and now it's Hair logo. That's what I find funny about this store. There are some things that feel like they have some effort, or that they just work, even if it didn't need that much effort. But just messing up the text, like, come on, man. Le- Give me the web page to me. I will fix all your text problems. Um, I will keep them the entire product line names consistent. I don't know. It's funny to me. Um, okay, these invisible touch T-shirts look good, but they also look weird. Like the colors, I don't know what's going on. The colors make it look a bit retro, so they look like they got too much time in the sun. Trick of the Tail and Invisible Touch. They both look decolored. Genesis NYC 1972 Youth lightweight vintage T-shirt. I can say this. That picture is from 1972. The rock is still there. The blaze is still there and looks very similar. Oh, what happened? Um, and I would like to go to New York just to take that picture. There are many other things to do in New York, like the Nintendo store. And of course, there are so much things over there. But I actually, every time I look at New York, I feel stressed when I look at images of videos of people living there. I feel like it's a very stressful um, place. Let's look at the sale. The Last Domino North American Tour poster. That's something that I really enjoyed looking at. The Last Domino had like this domino door with invisible touch hand, with an entire Genesis Paradise inside. The cover that I used for my Genesis video game ad, fake ad that I did 2 years ago already, or a year ago, I don't remember, but it was 2 years ago because last year I did the alarm thing, the alarmo. um, and I really like that the look of that poster. But then they also have an Abacab 40th. Let me tell you, Abacab is the most forgotten Genesis album. It's like the one that they rehearsed and then they abandoned completely. They played in 1986 and then no more. They tried to play it again, they didn't. Ray Wilson has done Genesis covers from 1972 to Calling All Stations, obviously. But he hasn't done Abacab at all. Nothing from Abacab. Even well, no, Steve Hackett doesn't do that. But Steve Hackett, he played Invisible Touch as a joke, but he also has played The Knife, and he doesn't have writing credits. Oh, I'm receiving a message. Okay. Um, the eagle thing. I spoke with some people about this logo, the eagle logo in Genesis, and I have always found it weird. Um, it doesn't look very Genesis. Even the letters, it looks kind of harsh and not British, really. I don't know. Um, and apparently they had that logo um, a while ago when they were Genesis apparently did this merch in the 70s and they have kept it. Look at that price for a t-shirt. You know what? I haven't been looking at the prices. I feel like so weird. But anyways, we already saw all of this, so let's go back. Mm, it's been 32 minutes. Accessories, buttons and pins, drinkware for your phone, hats, home goods, posters and art, totes and bags. Let's look at home goods. All right, I have to do this. It doesn't. It's not working. Okay, now it is. Nursery Crime wooden keepsake box. Okay. Foxtrot rectangular bottle opener. Mm, the lamb one looks good. Okay. Okay, now I can see everything. Logo collection laser engraved square slate coaster set of four. You have the Goddess logo, the Foxtrot Nursery Crime logo, the self-titled logo, and the We Can Dance logo. Mm, okay. Travel mug. Another thing I don't use. Is there another cup? Trespass? No. Genesis to Revelation cup. Okay, nice. Wait, you can't have that. King will sue your ass. No, I'm just kidding. I already did that joke. Okay. As regards the tail, fine art print. Yeah, that looks good. I like that actually. I probably will delete the logo of the band, the title of the album, and the logo of the publisher. And I will just have the characters. That will be very cool. Something similar I will do with the lamp and will remove. Oh, rail can stay there, but the logo. Selling in England should be just released with the. I mean, to not make it seem like a promotion or make it too invasive, you know? The Trespass one looks very good, actually. And again, I could remove the logos, but they look very like they are in a section of the art. So I also like the nursery crime artwork and without the logo. I don't know. It was very striking. When I found it for the first time, this album, I was shocked. Like you listen to the first to the musical box and look at the artwork, and it transports you completely. Portfolio, bamboo cutting board for cheese. Nice. Um, yeah, those look nice. I believe that's kind of a good idea. A bit expensive, but still nice. Another thing that I don't use, a kuchi. No, I'm just kidding. With K and with C. What's the difference? I don't know. 80s logo leather ornaments. Okay, that makes more sense, but it's a bit expensive again. Imagine this: the Genesis self-titled album, a set of those leather things for your Christmas tree, but with the form of the toys that appear in the self-titled logo. That kind of fits, and with the letters Genesis, of course. This another. This feels more like a cool gift. Whoops! Oh no. Okay. Um, what's this? Mini notepad with pen. A Genesis pen? I have to have it. No, I'm just kidding. Um, archive? No. Oh, that's what the letters come from? From archive. Oh no, another reason for disliking archive. I'm sorry. College wrapping with Say in England, the carpet crawlers. I mean, the Lamb on Broadway, and what's in between? I can see it. Doesn't matter really. The goddess logo. It says goddess now instead of hair logo. Um, so it's still cool. I remember when Nintendo released wrapped paper for you to use with Nintendo Labo, and it was so expensive. Like, what the hell? What were they thinking, dude? Dude. Okay. Throw pillow. Oh, this will be fun to have a party throwing pillows at each other and calling us names like Slipperman. No, that will be weird. But the name throw pillow made me imagine that. I mean, throwing pillows. It sounds weird and wrong. But who says that old people in their 70s, 60s, or yeah, that age aren't playing pillow fight, you know? You don't know that. Nobody knows that. I'm not saying that they have a secret society or anything. I'm just saying that if I was 80 years old, would I be playing pillow fight? I don't know. I never did in my life. And it doesn't matter. Right? It's not something that I think about it. I just thought about it because of the name. You know, this feels like a German moment. Sorry. Okay. We already saw this. Oh, this looks nice. Light switch. Why? Oh, because it says my joke. Turn on, turn off. Come on, that's my joke. No, I'm just kidding. I'm surprised by this. They could have done this light switch plate joke with the Turn It On Again single, but instead they are doing it with the Turn It On Again compilation. And here you have the glasses, they look very nice, and you can have the whiskey set collection for 85 bucks instead of buying each one individually, which will cost you a total of 52 bucks. So what do you prefer, to have the four glasses with this base for 85, or the four glasses alone for um 52 bucks? Yes, I did the math very fast, and I mean I made a mistake. It's 56 bucks because 4 by 4 16, 1 by 4 40. So anyways, I think that I'm gonna finish this because I have been told to keep it dark. No, I'm just kidding. I have been told to do some chores, and I think that I'm gonna do just that. So thank you for watching if you watched this, and have a good whatever. Just listen to Genesis. I will listen to the Into Deep single very soon. So I don't know. For some reason, I just like to do that from time to time. I probably won't do it. I want to play some video games as well. But anyways, have a good night. It's 7:20 p.m. over here.